And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Medieval Engineers today. Second episode of the day. It's always good to have 2 episode days, right? And we've been playing a lot of games lately, so I try to keep up with each one, and maybe I'll do a couple at a time, you know. But this one, I figured let's get started because, look, the sun just rose over the mountain. I really want to make use of this little crest here, because that's essentially the sun goes like this. It goes shh. And so we do get quite a bit of the sunlight there, you know, obviously at the top of that they get more sunlight, but anyway, our crops are about ready here, so I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these first thing here, especially the flax. The wheat might take a little longer because I think I planted it later. I think I planted the flax on camera and the wheat off camera for, you know, just to give you a reference. But I've been doing a lot of crop harvesting because I was up on the mountain for a while and getting a bunch of like bushes and stuff up there. Good source of sticks, and then I ended up selling it at the trader. And so I actually have a decent treasury starting to build up here. I would, you know, obviously I want that to be a lot higher. Eventually we'll be doing berry farming, which will help us generate revenue. But for now we need a bunch of this flax, so that's why we planted so much of this. And it does sell too, and it's not like it doesn't sell for good money. It's just berries sell for more, at least according to the current trader mod. So we will harvest berries at some point to make money, but for now we're getting things that we actually need. So focusing on the flax here, and we'll go get the rest of those mushrooms as well. And I'll probably wait on the wheat. My goal for today's episode is to complete the quest lines, all of them. And I think I can do that. I do. I feel optimistic about that. But I wanted to get started. I could have done some more stuff off camera, but I wanted to get started because it was daylight, you know, and it's like, let's not waste the day. So I wanted to bring in the camera. Oh, and it looks like the wheat is starting to mature. Let's see if this happens. Yeah, look at that. Watch this. Yep, see that? So it's going to continue to cascade like that. And so we can go ahead and start harvesting it, and it will slowly keep ahead of us, just barely. And, you know, I'll give this a second to catch up here, but let me show you what we can do here. We can go up here, and we can go... excuse me, we can make some flour. Now this flour will generate not only the flour there, but also a thing of a thatch, which is what we use on these roofs. Now, there's something fucked up with this roof here. Oh yeah, I think what I should do here, I was working on this roof off camera, because this building didn't have a roof, and I think I should just do straight on corners here, not bother with that interior one, because the interior one was creating issues. It made it so it wouldn't connect where it needs to connect. I think still we're getting issues here. This one is interfering here. Well, I definitely need to figure this out. The problem with those interior wall things is that they're kind of designed for like a 2-wide roof. Maybe I could do a 2-wide roof here, and I could just expand this out one. I'll think about that as we continue, but let me... almost got some damage there. Let me go ahead and just harvest more of this wheat, because we're going to need it anyway for this roof. And so maybe we'll just get right to that once we get this wheat harvested. Should be able to catch up to this fairly quickly. I think I'll be able to catch up to this before it's done ripening across the board. Because it's a lot faster to harvest than it is to plant. So thus it's easier to catch up because you're doing an action that's inherently faster than the initial action was. Okay, so that's going to keep ripening. Let's put as much as we can in here and get that going. Okay. And obviously we do need to save some of these for seeds as well, so maybe I should just do that right now. Let's just make as many of these wheat seeds as we can. Let's do like 10 of these. 12, and then we'll do 12 of those. Yeah, that'll be fine. And we'll still have plenty of flax left over for rope making and things that we need it for. So I'm pretty pleased with how we're coming along there. Okay, so kind of letting that catch up, and it's still taking longer than I'd like it to. But I think what I'll do is I'll just keep feeding the mill and coming back to it, and eventually we'll all be on the same page here. So let's see here. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more of those. Did I get all the mushrooms? I think I did. Let's get this bush. Ever since I sold all my sticks, I am actually a little low on sticks. But overall, my inventory is very clear. I still haven't gone in, like I said I would, and decreased the size of my inventory to make it a little more realistic. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I don't even know what day this is. It's probably about day 5 or 6. You know, it's coming along nicely. Oh, I want to show you one thing. Because I found this great vantage point that we can actually observe the town from. And I just gotta... We're so close to being done with these. I'll just wait for these to be finished real quick. We'll get all these and then I'll show you what I was talking about. Okay. Well, it's taken forever for these last few. Not sure why. There we go. Couple more. Okay. Come on, game. Come on, wheat. I know you're about ready. Come on. Well, those ones are taking a while. Let's keep feeding the mill. Well, for some reason these 3 stragglers are taking longer. I'm not sure why. Definitely need to work on my farming infrastructure because this is an unacceptable and awkward farm. Ooh, we have a little damage. Probably a barbarian or a deer dying over there. I guess while I'm waiting on those last 3 wheat, I'll go show you what I was talking about. So I found this great place because I was building these palisade walls. As you can see, I'm still working on them. I've got it coming up here, and I've got it going here. I'll have to put slopes and things and reinforce the height there, but eventually it'll connect to this in a way that prohibits entries. People from gaining access to my town. And anyway, I found this beautiful place to look at the town from. And so as you can see, my village is coming along nicely. The road obviously goes down to the main road out there, which is by that building, and that building almost looks like it's starting to fall apart a little bit. If it does, it's okay. They're just kind of reference points where I can put points of interest later. I might have to do land claim blocks, but we'll see. But this is a beautiful vantage point for the village, and I think once it gets a little bit bigger, it's going to look even better. But you can really see the palisades doing their job there. And, you know, eventually there'll be a tower up there. Obviously this road going up to the keep there. So it's I think that's a wonderful vista. There's the tower. Can't really see it from that vista, but eventually you will be able to. My defender should be done in there, so I'll go do that in a minute. We'll finish that quest up as well. Boy, okay, one of them's done now. Still waiting on those 2. Well, in the meantime, I guess what I'll do is I will grab our rolls of thatch. And let's go work on this roof up here. should be fine. It doesn't really matter that we harvest every single thing right at the same exact time. Okay, we barely made that jump. These are for sure going to be part of this, so I'm going to go ahead and get these locked in. I've got not enough timber. Okay, so I'm going to have to grab some timber. And that's okay. I do have timber. And the timber is right down here. Now I do have a wood stockpile, but I have a timber stockpile as well. And I've got round timber and regular timber. I'm just going to take the regular timbers, and I'm going to take a handful of these logs as well. Okay. Should have enough timber to finish this roof. This roof is irregular because of it being on 2 separate levels. So maybe the proper thing to do is to focus on each level first. So, you know, what I could do... I mean, there's a couple of options here. One is I could do something like this. And get that plugged in, so that would go out like that. And then we would simply do another one right here to counter that, to, you know, be the counterpart to that one. Like so. And I think that looks pretty good if we can get that to match up with what's going on down below it, which is going to be tricky. In fact, I think... Oh, actually, that's okay. So what I would need to do, probably, is do these straight roofs first. And actually I should do corners, like so. And this isn't going to fit over the walls perfectly because the wall doesn't extend out symmetrically with this particular pattern. And so as you can see, that creates issues with these corner roofs. But it does create a beautiful upper level, so maybe I'll use that as kind of my guide. What I would like is to do this. Oh shit, okay, they did not like that. Game did not like that at all. So this is now damaged, right? So let's see if I can... I'll have to repair these things. I'm gonna let that damage hang out for a minute. Sometimes... What the hell is this? Is that part of the damage? I think that's part of the damage from that collapse over here. Okay. Okay, so I right-clicked and then I left-clicked and that was fine. Probably do the same up there. So the game did not like me attaching the 2 separate roofing grids together like that. And that's too bad because it would have looked beautiful, but I'm going to go ahead and right-click. And I died. Because, I don't know, I think they upped the fall damage on this a little bit. I think they increased the damage you take when you fall. Okay, so let's go grab our equipment before anything else. And don't forget to grab your tool that you were holding too. That's separate from your equipment on your dead corpse. Tons of clay here, by the way. We're gonna have to start storing that somewhere. Okay. And then... let me see if I can just... oh, we got a deer here. Let me sword this guy. I love sorting the deers. And he went flying because of the weird physics engine. And of course I cannot access his inventory. I guess it's kind of like the damage to that building that I had where it wouldn't let me interact with the damaged piece. I feel like this deer is like a damaged block almost. So I'll put him there and wait until he turns into a basket. Alright, let's go up here and do this from below. So, actually, let's not, because I think I'd get a better vantage point from above. I could just square that off and then do a separate roof for that that's not connected at all, and maybe that's the way to go. Problem is the lower roof gets cut by the upper roof. Having trouble jumping up there. Come on, game. Come on, I did this like 8 times before. There we go. Okay. So I think maybe the thing to do might be actually to extend. I have an idea. Let's get rid of this corner. And let's get rid of these two. The deer's ready for pickup. Let's get rid of this one as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow the contours here regardless of the height. Okay. And maybe I'll have to build that up. I'll have to get more creative at later times, but I think what I'll just do is I'll do a straight one here. So rather than do the double interior corner design, we're going to do a single interior corner design curving this way out over this structure. And actually, let's get rid of that and let's move it one over so that it creates a little bit of thickness. There. And I believe that's correct. Okay. And then we can do a top roof here. And that's wooden, so I don't know why it's wooden. There we go. Alright, let's get that in here. That looks really bad. It doesn't look really bad, it just looks slightly bad. And I want this to peek out over these, and so I basically am going to have to compromise my values and put some more stone walls in. So let's throw stone wall and maybe stone wall with window. Where's wall with window? There it is. Okay. Can't seem to put that one in yet, but we'll just go in sequence. Okay. And go this one. And I'll put windows in the corner. Okay. And windows and 7. And we'll just build these in. And we're running out of small stone already, so we'll have to, let's come back once we get a little, and I died again. Jesus Christ, that was not that far of a drop. Well, I guess I'll have to respawn. So let's go ahead and, let's grab some stone, I guess. I'm not sure if I have any stored in here, probably, but I think I probably have some up here. Let's grab this deer thing, too, before it disappears. Okay, let's grab our hammer and our stuff again. Oh yeah, I made some bread. So I've quite a bit of food on me, actually. Let's get this, oh, the wheat is still growing, that is crazy. Okay, well, do I have stone in here? I could have sworn I put some in here. Apparently not. Do I have one on me? Thought I saw like one. Yeah, I have like literally 1 stone on me, so that will give me 5 small stones. Problem is I sold a bunch of them, thinking that I would just get oodles of them from carving this. So let's go up here and just carve a little bit of road. Let me, I got something on the oven here, the burner, so the stove burner, so let me get that off real quick. It's just rice, so it's not a big deal, but it's starting to smell a little bit, so it's like overcooking, you know. Okay, that is taken care of and letting that cool. And in the meantime, let's continue up here. Again, I feel like this is still a little too steep. Especially like right here. Feels really steep. So we'll just start digging in, getting this where we want it. Also kind of going farther to the southeast along here so that this kind of pushes this wall back a little. I'm thinking maybe I want a little bit of a ridge on the edge of this road so that like carts and things don't fall off. Getting kind of hungry here. A little bit of bread. It's starting to feel a little bit better. It still feels very steep though. So here especially, let's really level this into the closer to the level plane. Okay. And now we should have plenty of stone to make our stone walls. This putting the roof on this house has been quite the ordeal, hasn't it? I may have to go around and get some of that from above. But this feels a lot better in terms of being a road up to the castle. I'm still working. I guess I have to refine this outside ridge, but I do kind of want there to be a little bit of a bump on just the very edge of this rock area. Alright, so this is, I'm getting a little carried away with this, and we might do more of that later, but that's going to go right through there, that's going to be an arch, so that's coming along nicely. It's a lot of work, but it's kind of fun. Alright, and then this is the path. I'm going to have to dig a little bit here, probably, to make this a little smoother in here. Maybe over here. Okay, I think we maybe overdid it there a little. Okay, well, we're still working on it. We're still refining this a little bit. Alright, well, we're gonna have to keep working on it. It looks a little off now. These voxels can be really rough. Okay, that actually looks good. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's coming along. Okay, so we have plenty of stone now, so let's go make small stone with it. So I'm just letting these populate here. I guess each one of those does its own little thing, so I'll just let it go. That should give me a full inventory worth of small stone. Okay. So that should be more than enough to complete this upper wall area. So let me see if I can jump up here. Try not to die this time. I almost fell. And I don't think I would have died necessarily, but I think I would have hurt myself. Okay. Finally, we have the walls done. And then we'll switch that to corner. Switch this to flat. And this will be flat. And this will be corner. Okay. And then this one will be flat. And then we just need a topper here. Alright, let's get those all built in. Start with the bottom ones first. Those are one-shotters, so that's always convenient. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, so a little bit of a crossover, but I think that looks fine, actually. I think that kind of thing happened. It may not be perfect, but I think it gets the job done. So let's come down here and take a look. Yeah, I think that's okay. I do like the diversity of the buildings. I will say that. So I think I'm going to live with that. I think that's fine. We are getting attacked, it sounds like. Not entirely sure from where. I think it's... Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. Alright. These bushes sure do grow back fast. I think they grow back a lot faster than trees, because all these bushes were gone when this episode started. In fact, every bush up on this hill was pretty much gone. Let's see how they're doing coming back. I mean, most of them are still gone. It's a very clean area. A couple of them look like they might be coming back. Anyway, so let me go to the J menu and open these back up, because we now have the resources to finish those. So, in order to finish this one, I have to get the resources to do the windmill, as we remember from last time. So, to refresh, that means I am missing 3 ropes, 4 cloth, basically. Okay? So, all flax based. I just about died there again. So let's throw all of our flax in here, pretty much, and then we'll start making just a ton of string here, which we can use to make rope or cloth. Okay. And let's start thinking about what we're going to spend the string on here. Probably go ahead, I can't remember if it was 4 cloth and 2 string or 2 string and 4 cloth, so I probably better make 4 of each. Get some more string going here. There's no downside to having some string, but let's do 4 ropes and 4 cloths. And then we'll make some more string. Okay, so that's all we need there, and I'll grab those and I'll let the string continue to do its thing. Alright. There we go. It's now working, and now it is done. And now we have tool heads. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to leave this scaffolding here for now because I'm going to be building the outside of the mill at some point. We now have a functioning mill, and I think maybe tool heads is a reference to the fact that you need to make a grinding stone. I don't see the grindstone though. Where is the grindstone? Yeah, I'm just not seeing the grindstone. Oh, here it is. Okay. So that's the tool head that I just unlocked. Landscape stakes are now unlocked too, by the way. I'm not sure if that was just now or always has been, but so 1 round timber and 4 of those. So let's make a couple. Let's make like 3 of these. Do I have round timber? Could have sworn I did. Apparently not. Okay, so let's couple of round timbers here. Let that proceed. And then we will go ahead and make our tool heads. Now that that is done, where is the... I just had it. There it is, okay. I'll make 3 of those. They do take a while, but it's probably worth it. Gosh, it'd be nice if that wheat was done so I could demonstrate this. Well, maybe next episode we'll have to demonstrate it. But we did complete the quest, so that is good. That is the main thing. I'll leave those 2 in there. And then what you want to do on this is just go ahead and stick this in here. Oh, we do have wheat in here already. That's cool. And I guess that only takes 7. This thing will slowly lose its potency over time, but it's a hell of a lot faster. Maybe I'll make some seeds out of those. So yeah, and this will continue to rotate, and it won't lose until it starts grinding things again. So, you know, for example, we could do more linseed oil, and we could, I think we can make them in here, and it's just a lot faster. So that is good. Now it wants us to do the sawmill. So I guess we'll start that. I'm not sure we're going to be able to finish that. I hope we can finish it, because I said I was going to, but it wants a shit ton of timber, so let's just do 7 things worth of timber here. See how that goes. And while that's populating, let's take a look at what else we need. We need 7 linseed oil, so we're going to need a ton of linseed oil. So that tells me we're going to need to do a bunch more flax. So I guess we're not going to be able to do this one today, as much as I had hoped we would. I might have overspent my flax on rope and such. That linseed oil is just so commonly used in this game that you almost need to make more of your flax into that oil than actual flax material stuff. Okay. That should probably be pretty good. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Okay. So let's go ahead and plant. I do have, let's see. Oh, I actually have tons of flax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could still plant 12, 13. I can still plant 13 worth of these. So let's actually make the linseed oil that we need for this sawmill thing. Okay, so we need to make a bunch of these jars. So let me make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me make 30 jars. Okay, now that's going to take a while, and we need 7 of them, so I'll just wait for 7, and then the other ones can do their own thing, regardless of the current quest. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for these to get done. And it might take a second, but then I'll go make linseed oil at the mill up above. May have burned my rice a little bit here. Just a little bit. Most of it's intact, just the bottom layer is a little crispy. I'll just kind of work around that. Okay, well, probably getting close to the 7, so I'll head back. Maybe I should just make a new batch. And it tastes good. Alright, so now we've got, yeah, we got 10 of them here. So I'll go ahead and put some more clay in there, because I have the extra clay. And then, what I'll do is I'll make all 11 of these into, flaxseed. Is that gonna know what to do? I guess I can't do it in the auto mill. I have to do it in the corn. Well, I almost fell. Boy, I really need to continue to seal this pit up a little bit better. Alright. So let's try this again. So I'll let those go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We now have 3, or I guess 2 buildings complete, 1 well, and 2 buildings complete with 2 more buildings that need to be completed. These 2. No, I've got 3 buildings and a well. I need to complete 2 buildings. And then the mill as well. Okay. So we'll check this out. And we can do a couple more. 7, 10, 11. Okay. So that's taking a while, but in the meantime, let's go check on the timber situation up here. Should be done by now. Yep, okay. And that satisfies the amount of timber that I need, and the round timber. We do have basic rope and cloth. 4 windmill blades, 4 metal parts, 8 planks. So what I think I might do, instead of following the instructions for the sawmill explicitly, I might try to morph this one into a joint item. Probably the best way to do that is to create some stability by doing supports on this side. So let's go ahead and get those supports in while we're waiting. Supports will create a structural stability for when I modify this piece here, which it will have to do to make this what I want it to be. So I'm just giving this object structural stability, and I need to do at least one more support right there. So let's put that one in, and I may not be able to hammer that one from here. Not quite. Okay, so let's use the scaffolding if I can. Okay, it's right down there. So can I go over here? Alright. Let me see if I can just reach it from over here. I think I can. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I can't quite reach that, but what I could do is stick a dummy support there. Okay, perfect. Okay, now that structure is supporting the overall structure, which means that I can modify, in theory, that middle block. It sounds good in theory. I don't want this whole thing to collapse. God knows. In fact, it might be wiser to deconstruct especially the windmill before I do anything to modify the structure of the windmill. That way I don't waste all the materials on it. Oh, we need to go up here for the linseed oil. Okay. And I'll do 2 more, and then I'll plant. Let's plant all this flax. Okay. And actually, we only have 4 left to plant, don't we? So let's cancel that one. Now we have. Oh no, we had plenty. We have plenty. All right. So while that's going, I'll start planting some of these. And this time I'm not even going to bother planting anything else. Because I really don't need the other resources besides the flax right now. Including wheat. I mean, wheat would probably be the other one that I would plant. But I really don't think I need to. Okay, I stopped talking. Goes up in tens. What do you... Ben Farnham says, did you know that if you hold shift, click, I believe it goes up in tens. And I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I know that there are times when shift will increase the potency of the action you're taking or change the position of an object you're building, for example. So I'd have to go back and look at when that comment came in to see what you're talking about, but I think the answer to your question, strictly speaking, is probably I knew that, but I don't know what you're asking, so I'll have to go back and check. But it was probably like when I was trying to put my flax seeds or something or you know, clicking on the linseed oil as a recipe in the mill or something. It's a little persnickety. You know, my plow pattern was not great this time, so there are little holes where I can't plant, but that's okay. We're doing the best we can. They definitely added those footprints. That is a vanilla addition, which is pretty cool, I think. Immersive. It's cool. Alright, so I'm just going to try to plant these up. Get all of these planted. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, that's all of them. So that's a pretty good chunk there. Okay, so with that done, let's go grab the last of our linseed oil here. And then let's go, and now it says build a mechanical sawmill. So let me just see if it's a G block. Yes, it is. So since the grist mill is there, I'm going to put the sawmill here. Now keep in mind, the sawmill comes in from the side, unlike that one, which comes in from the top. And so I think I probably want to... I may have to redo this, but I think I want to put it here. And rotate it. Now we're going to eventually... This thing is going to be gone, so we can walk around and access the sawmill. But let's go ahead and build that in so we can complete that. Okay, now it wants vertical frame mechanical joints. So here, we definitely need to put a joint. And actually, I might be stuck. Might be able to sneak out of here. Yeah, cool. Okay. So the first joint is going to go here. Probably should have stayed down there and gotten rid of this floor first. Okay, no problem. And then, so I'll talk about joint. And did it say horizontal or a vertical machine joint up? Yeah, so this means it's going to go from horizontal to up. Right, like that. And I need to get the framed version. Okay. See that? Okay. So now we have this thing hanging out here. And I could build a separate mill tower for it, by the way, just like we did with that one. But I think what I want to do is connect it to this structure. So, framed vertical mechanical shafts, maybe the thing to do is to rebuild these. So let's just grab these resources, because I really feel concerned, and I do have plenty of inventory space, but concerned that if I don't do this right, I was going to lose those resources. So let's get this thing out of there, and then let's get these out of here. Okay. Perfect. That's just kind of hanging out in the air. Okay, so now what I want to do is I think I want to build a connection between these two source blocks. And so the best way to do that, mechanical joint horizontal. Let me see about this one here. So we could do that, and that would so if I put this here, I could connect these two together for sure. What I need is a three-way. And that's not going to do it. So how about this one? Nope, not that one. Okay, none of these seem to be what I'm looking for. Could have sworn there's like a split one, a splitter. Oh yeah, here we go. Vertical mechanical split, down. Okay. So let me try this one. Okay, so basically, that's close, that's close. Vertical mechanical split down, split up. And this, let me try this one. Yes, this one will do. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Right? It needs to face the other direction. But basically, this is it. Okay. So see what this does here. This creates that connection down there, and it sticks one out to this side. Okay. And then we can connect this side to this one using traditional methods. So we don't need a splitter anymore. We just need the joint. And we need the horizontal. So we need this guy here, and we need to plug it in so it matches this thing, but shoots out the direction we're facing. Like that, I think would work. So we'll get the framed version. Frame adds structural integrity around the joints that we're building. So let's see how that looks. Oh, we fell. Oh, fuck, okay. We might be stuck. We are stuck. We're going to have to dig out a little bit here. Okay. So, with that, as you can see, that connects down there, and this connects to the side and up, and then it's going to connect to this one, which is going to connect down. So we need the vertical joint down. This guy right here. And in fact, I think it auto goes to the right angles. Let's make sure. Yes. Okay. So now what we have is we have boom, 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 and boom, all connected to this one output on the top there. So let's go ahead and rebuild our vertical joints here. Okay, so vertical, and it's just this one, the shaft. So let's build those two. Okay, so now we have both of our systems down there connected to that one up there. Now, in order to complete this quest, it wants me to build 3, but I'm already as high as I want to go. I guess I could go one higher, if I really wanted to. Almost have to build new scaffolding to get up there, though. But maybe I should, just because I think because we are now powering 2 items, maybe I should go up one higher, just to give myself, in theory, more power by having a higher vantage. Okay, now it wants the framed vertical mechanical joint down, which is the top part, so counterintuitively. Mechanical joint down, okay, so we'll do this one. And we want it to face the same direction we were before. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it up there without scaffolding. In fact, I'm pretty sure. So let's grab some stairs. Stick it there, and what if we got rid of these stairs? And made a second, let's get a support. By the way, I just saw something interesting. I think. Yeah, this thing. What is that? Oh, a stained glass window. Cool. Some cool king statue stuff, too. Well, there's a lot of really fun G blocks that I've never seen before. Okay, well, we'll have to come back to that. Now, let's put this in here. And then stairs up to there. Probably best bet would be to just start new stairs here. Can I squeeze those in there? Let's try going down here, where those autosaves are frequent. That's a good thing. There we go. Scaffolding can be its own project, you know? Okay, but the good news is I've got this here to rely on. So I can just easily do that, and then we can put another stair right here, presumably. And that should get us where we need to go. Okay. And actually, let's stand here to build them. And it might not let me build them without... Yeah, I'm going to have to complete some of these. That's no problem. This is still a very highly stable structure. Okay, so we got that built in, and we're not going to actually complete that one, because all we need is access to the top there. So we're going to grab our number 9, and we're going to make it face the right direction, right there. And let's go ahead and build that in. Okay, and now it wants us to build the windmill. Let's see if we can get this plugged in here. Yeah, I think I can do it from here. Ooh, man, we're really close. Probably about to fall off the edge here. So let's let me just get rid of this. Maybe I should try coming down here. I think I could probably build... Actually, I could probably do it from down all the way down here, maybe. There we go, right there. Okay, now that it's placed, I can go to the other scaffold system and build it in. And we need more timber, so I'll just do one quickie timber in my inventory here. And I'll wait for it to complete. Hello again, Nad Nuke 3. Nice to have you joining us again tonight. Alright, so that's the mechanical sawmills, and now it wants me to produce 12 timbers and take them. So, the question is, to what extent do I want to leave all these scaffolds in? And the answer is maybe, for now I will, because I need to build a structure around this mill. My idea for the structure is wooden walls, basically. So, like these plank walls. And they would be on a 3x3, basically. It's kind of like the mill from the game Stronghold, is what I'm thinking. So, you know, very, very basic, you know, 3x3, maybe a window in the second or third level kind of thing. Okay, so let me just build these in, because these are in the cliff anyway, so they for sure don't need windows. But that's kind of the general, and maybe even half timbered. Maybe I'll do like planks down here, half timbered, up a level or something. But the only part of the mill that's essential is this middle column, so these scaffold columns can probably be removed. This is obviously important as well, that sawmill part of it. And I might want to just get rid of this for now because that sawmill is part of the quest. I need to make timber. And how many logs do I have? I have 4 logs, that's enough. So we'll come back to that. We need saw blade, first of all, so let's go ahead. Oops. Let me just modify this train just slightly here. Alright. Saw blade. Let's see if I can make that here. Is it a smithy object? I think it is. Keep almost falling here. There, that's better. It's a little deceptive from the top end though because of all this grass. Alright. Probably just need to build a freaking railing around it. Okay, so anyway, saw blade. I have this idea that it's probably a smithy object. I could be completely wrong. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So I need metal parts galore. And I actually have metal parts galore because of all the frickin' barbarian swords that we've gotten over the couple of deals. So let's just grab these metal parts. I'll let those continue. Alright, so metal parts. And here we go. Timber toolhead for sawmill. Plank toolhead for sawmill. I need probably one of each, I'm guessing. Alright, let's start with that one. Plank toolhead, and then the timber toolhead will do as well. And it wants the quest wants us to do the timber, so we're gonna start with that one probably. Okay, so let me grab this out of here. And I'll take those metal parts back. Cool. Probably should start experimenting with armor too. A lot of these want iron for some reason. You'd think steel would be okay for that, but whatever. Alright, so let's grab, well, I have plenty of logs, I think. So let's just go up and make those. Okay, so hopefully this works, but here's the timber toolhead, so we'll put that there. And now we put logs there, and we should get timber back out. And in fact, I'm pretty sure it's working because it took, yeah, there we go. So that is quick. That is what we call quick. That's great. That is wonderful. That is useful. Alright, so I'm going to have to build up the walls and stuff around this, and I probably will take out almost all, probably all of the scaffolding, especially this one. But we now have a mill that does log stuff and wheat stuff, you know, mill stuff. I could make one, I could connect it to the rock crusher, and I should do that, because that would be really efficient once I get around to that, but I'm just not ready to quite do that yet, so we'll do that in a, how long do I usually stream for? It really depends. I tend to do shorter episodes. I like the idea of splitting my streams up into episodes based on what's going on. I typically can only do for about an hour or two at a time anyway, so a 2-hour stream is pretty long for me. But I like to break them up to episodes anyway, because I feel that doing so kind of gives me a little bit of organizational tool to make my episodes a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to make another one of these. All you do is just put clay there, you click that, and you click that, and then it creates the tree. So now we have an apple tree, so we can start growing apples. So let's go plant this somewhere fun. I think right down here by the well would be good, actually. Except for it might be a little crowded. Let's put it right here. Oh, I need to plow. Okay. And the question is, am I going to build any buildings right here? Probably not. It's a pretty steep slope, and it's a tricky area, so maybe I'll just build it right there. Hopefully it doesn't intersect with this building. Maybe if I put it way on this edge, it won't. Okay. So that should be good. Hopefully that grows up nice and straight and doesn't go into this building or into the ramparts for that matter. It's a little slanted, isn't it? Let me try, I'm just going to try making it a little bit less slanted. I guess it's going to be slanted. Well, that's alright. We'll see how it turns out. I think that'll be good if I can get it to grow right. Alright, next quest is this Defender recruitment request. Last time we started building the recruit, but we didn't have enough time to wait for him to finish, so here he is. Alright. Wants me to craft 1 crossbow Defender equipment. I'm not sure what the difference is, but craft crossbow Defender equipment, and I believe that's going to be a blacksmith item as well. We need to designate a blacksmith shop. This probably isn't the best one for it, but maybe we'll see. Okay, blacksmith, and we need. I'm on the wrong workbench here. Okay. So crossbow Defender's equipment. And I need a steel crossbow too, by the way. So I need linseed oil and metal parts, of course. But let's see if this is a modded object I can build. I wouldn't mind getting that helmet. Okay, this is probably it. Okay. So I need 2 cloth and 2 iron. So I don't even have iron, and an iron crossbow. So let's get a bunch of iron. Let's put that in here. Okay, so iron crossbow first and foremost. Let's get this copper and stuff out of here. I probably should put that somewhere, because it's not. I don't really use it in here. Okay, and then now can we do that? We're missing the 2 cloth. Could have sworn I had cloth, but let's. It's probably over here. Can make 2 cloth easily. Okay. Alright, and then we'll craft that. Very nice. Okay, so we have that. Craft 1 rookie crossbow defender. Okay, so I think that unlocks a recipe over here on my recruit. I like how they call them rookies, by the way, because that was such a medieval sounding term, you know? Alright. Rookie crossbow defender, payment with silver. So it's a question of whether you pay with gold or silver, I guess. And he wants 2 gold. Not a problem. What I will do is I will go down here. And we will earn some more money. Let's see what we can sell. Let's sell some of these mushrooms. See how they do. Do 3 of those. So 9 apiece, and that's not bad. I wish I could sell these, but I can't. Sell some clay. Don't want to sell too much of the clay. I could sell some pumpkins. That was only 2, so that's not very good. What about roots? 8. Roots are so common. I'll sell some of those. And then I do have that left over. And that's like 3. That's enough for 3 gold, but let's just do a little bit more. Okay, that's enough for 4 gold. So I'll take my silver. We'll exchange it. And we'll do some gold flakes. Okay, so the gold flakes are what we need for payment for these guys. I could have sworn I had some elsewhere, but apparently I put it somewhere. Alright, and then let's go over here and throw our... Oh, maybe I did have it in... Yeah, I did. I already had some, I think. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, I think I... Did I leave this down here? Yes, I did. So I actually have more gold than I thought. And I might as well leave these gold flakes in this table because I'm going to be using them here. It's the only place in the game where I can think to use gold flakes. But that's all they want, so we'll get that created, and that's going to take a while. So once he's done, I think I complete the quest. In the meantime, I guess we'll do the siege mechanics. Thank you very much, Nad Nuke. That's awesome that you subbed. I appreciate that. I do try to commentate pretty aggressively when I play. I do get a little bit lazy with it sometimes, and sometimes I just forget that I'm on camera and I just stop talking, but most of the time I do try to commentate. So, alright, we're going to do a siege equipment now, but in order to do that effectively, what I think I want to do, I think I would like to build another stone platform. So let's go over to our crafting bench, and let's get some small stone. Actually, I have plenty of small stone. But I'll just get a teeny bit more here. And then what I will do is I will put... we're going to go ahead and make a platform to build this catapult or whatever it is on. But it's not, it doesn't have to be a large platform. And in fact, I think it might be good for the town to build it right next to this kind of stuff here. So I like this market plaza, and I think if I expand it a little bit in this way, kind of around this well, I think it's going to look good. So let's go ahead and grab our block, this guy here. Is it called blockhead? Is that what it's called now? I guess. Let me just make sure. No, it's stone cube. Why is that blockhead versus stone cube? Is that a different size? I don't know what that is, but anyway. And I do need to build a stone claim block. So once my taxes run out on the wood claim block, we're going to switch. But cube is what we're going for. Okay. Dock cube. Interesting. I'm going to have to experiment with all these mods. We're going to spend like a day doing each mod, basically. This mod that we're doing now, I'm not even really counting on that. Okay, so I think if I put that there, that there, and that there, that's kind of how I want to start this. And we can like dig a little bit here and put one here. Okay. And maybe even one here. Although I do like the natural feeling of this area, but I kind of want this to be more of a market. You know? Okay. So that should give me a bit of a platform here, and maybe I'll do stairs down that way. Okay, so we'll build these in, and I should have just enough stone to finish this. Yep, just enough. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and start building our siege mechanic object here. And so that looks okay. I mean, it's a little awkward, but maybe I'll put some, like, doodads around here or something. I definitely want some more, like, people around, and I need to figure out where I'm going to build the tavern. Like, this would be a good spot for the tavern if I didn't have this building here. So maybe I'll, like, convert this into a tavern eventually, but because it would be nice to be on the market square area here. I might have more than one tavern too, so we'll see. But for now, this will work. So let's, and the sun is setting, so we kind of want to finish this before the sun sets. But Siege Mechanics, it wants me to obtain 4 catch blocks and 4 wheels, so let's go ahead and let me grab some more logs over here. I'll just grab all of them. All the palm logs. We'll have to go off camera and get some more of those, obviously. In fact, I'll probably spend maybe an entire day off camera harvesting resources because we are getting a little low, but I'm going to go ahead and do a crafting table first thing. Or I could actually make spiced bread and stuff. I'll do that. That sounds good. Alright, and then let's put the table down. And we'll put it right here for now. I'll do 1 round and 1 regular. Now I do have round timber already, and I'll put 1 extra thing of regular timber there as well, and that will open up 4 wheels and 4 catch blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why it keeps giving me the new sign on things I've already clearly built. Okay. Now it wants me to place 2 timber, so going back to the J menu, it wants me to do this. Okay. It wants me to do a timber 10 vertically to the ground, and then a timber 10 horizontally. Okay. So I think I'll put it right here. It needs to be sunk into the ground a little bit, so maybe maybe right about here, and then we can do 1 across like so. Okay, now it wants me to place 5 timber 8s, and I think I remember how to do this. So again, going to here, it wants me to do 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So basically, so this is 10. Shorten that to a timber 8. And it wants me to do 1, 2. Let me get rid of this table here. 3, 4, and then 5 would connect them, right? I think this is in the way, so let's just grab that up and move it. And then get that right there. Perfect. Okay. So that's how it wants us to do that part of the quest. This quest I've always found to be somewhat dissatisfying because it seems like it's imprecise. But let's see how it turns out this time. So going back to the diagram, it wants me to do the catch blocks exactly like that. Regular catch blocks. So I'll go with those, and like that, and that, and repeat over here, fall down here real quick, like that, and that. Okay. And then it wants me to do the wheels, and we certainly will put the wheels on, but let's take a look at the diagram once again, just to be on the safe side, make sure they're correct. So it looks as though the smooth side of the wheel is facing out this time. brace his face toward the cart, which is different than how we did that one, isn't it? And I don't know what the difference is, to be honest with you. But we'll go ahead and do it just like it says. Alright. And we'll have to flip that one around. And that should be good. Okay. And we've unlocked our siege block, so it wants us to do a... it wants us to obtain a few different types of blocks. We're going to have to go to the blacksmith here. And let's move this up to where we're working. Because I'm going to need this extra light. So we'll automate that torch stand. So those will both kick on in just a second. Now in the meantime, in fact, I might want to kind of keep my eyes on that. But what we want here are one rope eye plate. So I think it's yeah, this thing here. Ooh, there's chains. Alright. And then it wants a, and I need to eat. I keep forgetting to eat. Oh, that gave me a little, buff or something. Okay, and I'll eat 2 more. Now, rope torsion spring and catapult bucket. So I'm guessing the rope torsion spring will probably need rope, and I think I have rope. We'll come back if we need more. So wait. I kind of want to build another one of these. I hate building these with steel in there because I'm worried that it's going to steal the steel, as it were. Alright, let me grab that. And then, okay, so the catapult bucket. And the torsion thing. Well, it might be up here by... Oh. Why is there a smooth millstone and a coarse millstone? I had to research the difference between those two. But anyway, I got distracted. Okay, so the... here we go. That's the rope drum. Rope torsion spring is what I need here. So I need 4 ropes, 2 catch blocks, and 2 timbers. So I think I have enough resources to do this, actually. So let's go over here and do it. What did I do? Oh, the defender thing finished. Okay. Let me just put this in the trader's area. That's cool. Kind of gave the trader a little light there. These torches should go on any minute. I guess the sun is still technically up, so that's why they're not already lit. But I think they'll light up any second here. Well, I guess I'll keep my eyes on that. But in the meantime, do I have 4 rope? Yeah, we do. And let's find the object. Okay, so I need catch blocks, which means I need timber first. Alright. So let's do a couple more round timbers and regular timbers. And then we'll do a couple of catch blocks. And then we'll do a catapult bucket, because we need that anyway. That should open up the rope torsion spring once we get the catch blocks here. So you see what I did there? I already had the rope, and I made round and regular timber, and then I put I let those go into this menu here, and then I made the 2 catch blocks, and that opened that up for me, and I'm just going to go ahead and make that. Okay. And I'll take everything out. Alright, now it wants me to place 3 timber 8. Should we finish? Let's finish the defender recruitment quest, because it popped up on top there. Okay, so we're going to take this guy, and we can actually place him. That's cool. So we now have an NPC that we're going to place. Alright. Place rookie crossbow defender and defender house banner. Okay, so the only place I can think to place him for now is right up here at the front gate. Right about here. And in fact, let's put him here, and then let's rotate him. Cool. That's a really good animation. Nice. And I think we need to give him food and stuff. Okay, so let's give him like a couple of things. And he needs bolts and bandages if he wants to heal. So let's give him bandages and bolts. Give him some extra food as well. Can I give him grapes? Yeah, I'll give him grapes. Give him hops. Give him berries. Give him more grapes. Okay, he's pretty well fed. Okay, so basically now, and I know this is hard to see, but if you were an enemy and you came along here, we'd have a guy right there who would shoot you. So that's pretty cool. And we will continue to add guys like that in key locations. And I probably should put a torch up there, actually. Let's do that. Let's grab a torch. Okay, that thing did turn on, that automatic one. So torch is just sticks plus metal parts, basically. So let's see here. Did I leave all my metal parts somewhere? I think I left them over in this building here. Yeah, there they are. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put these in here. And let's grab some sticks. These will work. And let's make like 5 of these. Okay, so we'll let those go. Those go pretty quick. And 3, 4, and about 5 here. Alright. Put those away. Put this right there. And then let's put some lights up. Our town is pretty well lit, but it's not lit well enough for my liking. And the main thing I'd like to do is put some gate lights here. And I don't know why that's going all horizontal on me. Why can't you go... There we go. So I have that on the third one, just below the top. Third log below the top here. Third log. There's the top, there's right below. Okay, and let's turn these on. Or let's automate them. Okay. And that lights him up pretty well too. I cosmetically want to put some out here as well. So even though it doesn't, we don't need it for the extra light, but I like the idea of having, you know, lights out here. Okay, so third one over and just south of the top there. Not south, but below. Below the door. Alright, I think that's about... Is that even? I don't know. That doesn't necessarily look even. Yeah, it looks kind of even from this angle. Okay, we'll automate these as well. I wonder if there's like a performance hit from automating torches like that. Let's put one right here also. Okay, so we have a very well lit front entrance now, which is great. And this guy, and I could have put a torch up here with this guy too, but I didn't. Alright. That actually looks really good on YouTube. The light contrast is even better on YouTube than it is in real life. But anyway, now it wants me to... Okay, I guess I completed that quest, but it wanted me to place the Defender house banner, I think. Let me just look up house. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I guess this is what it is. Rookie, crossbow, defender. Oh, and I guess there's a lookout guy too. Well, we'll have to experiment with that later, but I guess crossbow is the main one. So I think by placing him, we completed the quest. Cool. Kakulati household gods. What is that? That looks cool. It looks like a shrine, like a Roman thing. Balloon house banner. I don't know. Well, house kite shield. Okay, so I think we completed that AI defender quest. I betcha if a barbarian came through here, he would get nailed. Keep in mind the barbarians we're at war with them, so which is basically the only political issue in this game right now. Sadly. I mean, that's the one big downside of playing alone, is you're not going to have battles other than the barbarians, which are really stupid. Okay, so now with that out of the way, we can clearly see our next task here. And place 3 timber 8s. Okay, so it wants the timber 8s right along this back side. So leave 1 space, and then, is it 1 space or 2 spaces? Place 3 timber inside the chassis, 3 spaces from one end. Okay, so there's 2 spaces in between, I think. 3 spaces from one end to build a small platform. Okay. So again, 1, 2, and possibly even a 3rd space in there. Looks like 2 spaces here. 1, 2. So I think the 3rd one, you count this one. So let's get our timber back out. This is a little unclear from the guide, and I wish they'd clarify it in the guide. But I'm 90% sure we just take our timber 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is the... I know that that's one of them. Let me put it that way. 1, 2. The question is, does this look like it's the same length as this, or does this look like it's half the length of that? And I'd say honestly half. So 1, 2, and 3. It says place them 3. Place 3 timber 8 inside the chassis, 3 space from one end to build a small platform. So I cannot tell. I know that these are 2 of them, and the question is whether it's this one here or that one there. And I'm going to go with this one here, I think. This image is not clear at all. It looks like there's 1 there. This looks honestly like 1.5. But based on this catch block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Based on this catch block, it looks like 2. Based on this catch block, it looks like 1. Because the catch block is 2. No, this is 3 wide. This is 3 wide. Sorry, this is not a catch block. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, right? It's got to be 1, 2, axle 1, 2. So 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna leave 2 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's how we're going to interpret that. It might be off, but that's good enough. And then we'll take this little guy it wants us to take. And it says place rope torsion spring. Are these symmetrical? I think so. They look symmetrical, right? Yeah. And then it wants us to place it here. Obviously, that's not the right orientation. There, right? There, right? The only question I have is whether this should have been facing the other direction. Whether that's even possible. Let me just take a look at this. It's supposed to be facing back, and this is facing forward. I don't know if that matters, but I'm going to redo this placement. So that we want the little knob thing to be facing back. There we go. Okay. It's really hard to tell, but I think it's backwards. So let me try doing that. Nope. Let me try again. Maybe if I stand on the other side, like over here, it'll let me do it, the correct orientation. Okay, that didn't work either. Let me try from this side, but let me try rotating it first. And this might be a completely pointless thing to be doing, because maybe it doesn't matter. There we go. Okay. Oh, but it's off by 1 now. I cannot win. But I think that you got to do this. If you want to do this right, you got to do the exact level of precision that the game explains poorly, but explains to you. Okay, so now that that's facing back, which is I think how you want it. So if yours doesn't face back, just hold F, pick it back up, and rotate it and get it facing the right direction. Alright, Now it wants us to place a timber 6 from there. So let's get a timber here, and we'll go down to 6. There we go. Okay, and place the rope eye plate. Let's see here. And it's just right on top, facing up and down. Okay, so let's grab that. And we want this to be facing like that. Okay. And place the catapult bucket. And that's just going to pop right on the end here. And let me just make sure. Okay, so actually, this position is the expend position. So it's as if we've already fired. It's not sprung back yet. So this bucket almost counterintuitively needs to face down. Come on, there we go. It needs to face like that, because this is the front of the machine. Okay, so let's go over here and do it from this angle. Can't really get up here. Come on, game. Let me up there. Almost got it. I'm just having trouble getting that angle on that plane. I'm glad my mill worked out so well, by the way. I was worried, and people... Oh, I almost thought I got stuck there. People do worry about mills not generating enough power to be productive, because they... there we go. Come on. Okay, there we go. That took way too long to get that attached. Now I need a rope drum, 2 catch blocks, a hand crank wheel. Okay, so more parts I have to build. Rope drum is here, and that just needs 6 rope, a round, and a other lumber. So 1 round and 1 regular. Actually, I'm going to need all these timbers anyway, and bring our rope down there. So we'll craft that, and wants 2 catch blocks. 1, 2. Alright. And it wanted a hand crank wheel, so where's that guy? Do I need to go to the blacksmith for that one? I think I do. Grab these back out here. Okay. So let's go to the smithy. I could borrow those. Those aren't really doing anything other than just looking weird, but I'll go ahead and make a new one. Okay. Hand crank wheel. Might have misinterpreted. No, here it is. Nope, that's iron bar. Iron turn cross. I mean, it looks just like that, but that's not it. So I guess I don't need the smithy after all. Alright, let's try the crafting table again. Hand crank wheel. Is it this? No, that's locking catch block. There it is. I don't know why I didn't see that earlier. Okay. I'll just do it on this crafting table. And a round timber. Alright, we'll craft that up. Alright, perfect. Okay, it wants me to do an extended catch block. Alright, so let's go to J. The extended catch block. On the end of the chassis farthest from the throwing mechanism, place an extended catch block, and a one-sided catch block. These should go on top of the chassis 2 spaces from the end. So 1, 2, catch block. Alright. Place 1 extended catch block. And a one-sided catch block. So I think this one goes both ways and this one only goes in. So let's replicate that. So what you want to do is you want to grab your catch block here, and you want to find where it goes, and I think it goes 2 from the end, they said, so like right there. And then you use your mouse wheel. You have the extended and the regular and the one-sided. And theirs, they had the one-sided on this side, I believe, and the extended on this side. Let me just double check that. Yeah, the only way that makes sense is to have on the right side the extended and to have the one-sided on the left side. So 1, 2, and then yeah. So we'll do the extended catch block first. Right there. And then the one-sided, well, it wants a lockable rope drum. Okay, so let's do that first. And we'll rotate to lockable. Alright. And let's get that orientated correctly. Alright, is that going to work? Okay, that seems to work. And it wants the hand crank wheel. And that goes on the outside. Okay, so that goes on that side here. And let's just put the catch block back here as well, because I'm going to need... Okay, and we crashed. Not sure why we crashed there, but I feel obligated to finish this quest, so we may have to repeat some steps, but at least we know what we're doing now. So while that's loading up, I'm going to grab my rice that I burned earlier. Hopefully we have an autosave that was fairly recent. Okay, and let's click continue. And that should just automatically start loading. And I'm going to go get my rice. Gonna have to pick around the burned kernels, or whatever you call rice. Okay, well, it's loading. So that is good, and we will pop in and see where it leaves us off. Note to self, don't burn rice anymore. Creates a bit of a hassle. Okay. Hopefully, you know, like I said, hopefully there's an autosave that's really close to the point in time where we left off, because I really don't feel like rebuilding this entire thing. I know that it took more than 5 minutes to get where we are, so nope, and we're loaded back in, so I'll check it in just a second. I'm over in the kitchen right now. It's a nice thing about a wireless Bluetooth headset, which you can move around a little bit. You guys are actually seeing how close we are sooner than I am here. But I'm almost done with what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to put this in the microwave, get the sauce a little heated up. Okay. Hopefully this is good. I bought this new tiki masala sauce. Ooh, it smells really good. So let's see how that goes with the rice here. Just give me a couple more seconds to finish what I'm doing. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is put this in the microwave, and then I'll head back to the computer. Thank you for your patience on that little delay there. Oh, my cat stole my chair, so I had to kick him out as well. If it's not one thing, it's another. Okay, so let's see what we got. We do have the rope drum catch blocks. Okay, so that's good. It means we're close. So it wants us to place... Oh, the hand crank is what I was building. Okay, so the hand crank, I was building it in here, and we just needed this guy and this guy, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and place these again, so we're very close to where we left off. I'll go ahead and grab my catch block and my rope drum, and I'll just put all these in my inventory. Why not? Okay. And number 9, this is going to be the extended catch block. See it? And we'll go 1, 2. We need to get this orientated correctly. Oriented. I don't know. Is orientated or oriented? There we go. So 1, 2. Right there. And then we'll do the. Let's just do the one-sided one as well. So that's 1, 2 there. Right about there. Okay, now it wants us to do the rope drum, the locked rope drum. Okay, and that connected, right? On both sides? Good. And then we'll put the hand crank over here. Is that correct? Let me find that. I didn't look at the picture on the last one, so let me just make sure. So that does look correct, although it might be backwards, the hand crank. But then it doesn't really explain this to you, but then you have to grab your rope and attach it to this, and then you need like projectiles as well. So we'll do left click on that, left click on that. Okay, and then can I just make a projectile with a rock or something? Projectile. I don't even know where it's located. I mean, I think it's a rock-based thing, so let me put a couple rocks, and hopefully it'll be lit up. I mean, that's cool, but it's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe I can just put a rock in there straight up, because that would be somewhat historically accurate. Okay, so couple things. First of all, let's get rid of this. Let's put the rope away because it's going to confuse me. Okay, so I'll take that out of my thing. Then we need to... this is going to be tricky. This is a little hazard of how I built this particular one, but I need to get it freed up from this thing. So I'm going to take this out, but it's going to fall and it's going to slide, and that's what I was worried about. Okay, so can I just put some weight on this side and get it to come up on this platform, maybe? Yeah, I may have to... Oh wait, I can do this, can I? Yeah. Come on. If this was real, the wheels would help it come on up the platform here. What if I bring it over this way? Can I jump this? No, I can't really do that. Can I come down here? Oh, here we go. Okay, we're going the wrong way. I wanted it to go up, not down, but I guess it can come down. That's fine. As long as it doesn't break. Which is a very distinct possibility, knowing how I drive. Oh, my rice is done. Hold on one second. No, let me finish what I'm doing here first. So, let's grab it from the front. Try to get it out of this little area. This is a little bit of a problem from when I built it. I built it in a slightly poor place. Oh, shit. Don't fall over. Come on. There we go. Well, I kind of want to fling something over the wall. You know what I mean? And if I break the wall, I don't really care. So let's see if I can get it lined up. This is the problem with having a fort on the hill. Okay. You know, I think we're just going to have to go outside the fort. Or at least over here. This really sucks, actually. What I could do is I could just dig a little. No, I'm not going to do that. That's going to be even more complicated. Well, let me see if I can get in front of it and push it from this side. Alright. There we go. Oh, oh boy. Did I knock it over? Yes, I did. I don't even know how I did that. Okay, well we're getting it out anyway. It's a little bit unrealistically lightweight, according to how it's being moved here, but come on, game. Well, it's moving, that's for sure. It's just upside down now. Maybe if I had sprung the lever, it would have moved better. Can I drag it from here? Yes. Yes, come on. Alright, come on. Alright, let's try going like this. And that. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. Okay. Let's push it on into this open area here. Okay, now we're making progress. Now I just need to get it level, right side up. Okay. So can I just grab this by the rope here and pull, maybe? Why can't I attach a rope? Did I run out of rope? No. Alright, there we go. Nah, it doesn't seem to want to do that. Okay. So maybe if I come up like this and kind of jump up here, maybe kind of push it. Well, I must report mixed success on this. Maybe if I go from the other side. Oh, here we go. Okay. Ooh, close. There we go. That's what we want. Right there. Okay. Tell you what we could do is we could just temporarily get rid of this gate. Maybe that's what we need to do. It doesn't seem to be responding to the roping it and dragging it. I think I need to get rid of this gate. So that means I have to get rid of these torches, which is really a pain in the ass. I think I have to get rid of the torches. What's the palisade gate? Oh, no, actually, the torches are part of the palisade. So I can just get rid of the gate. I think. There we go. Let me put that torch back right where it was before I forget. It's hard to gauge. I think it's the second one now. I guess I'll go right about there for now. Okay. Now, let's see if I can get this right side up out here. Now that we have a little room to work with. The good news is that it doesn't want to be oriented this direction because of that throwing arm. It wants to fall back over because that arm is sticking out in a way that only makes sense if it's facing the other direction. So if I use this as a leverage, there we go. Oh, oh, that was promising. That was promising. Oh, oh, come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on, catapult. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. Oh shit, okay, it's gonna start rolling. Okay, let's kind of tilt it to a side so it doesn't roll down the hill. Okay, so now that we've got it cleared from the problems we were having there, I'm gonna tilt it just a little bit farther. Keep a nice, stable, steady position. Kind of want to stay away from that beehive. Okay. It's not on level ground by any stretch of the imagination, but by God, it's close. It's stable. So if I press F, I can configure the wheel. If I hold F, I can twist the wheel. Is that going the wrong direction? Okay, I see what I have to do. I think I have to put this thing the other way. Okay. try that. No? Hand crank wheel 2. Well, maybe it was right the first time. I don't know why that wouldn't be drawing back. That looks like it's the right orientation when the rope twists, right? Maybe if I help it along a little. There's one little clunky thing about this game is the physics can be a bit challenging at times. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. Well, I don't know what the problem is. I might troubleshoot this off camera. Just trying to, like, help it. By, like, pushing it, you know? Is this locked? Right click to drag. No? Unlock. Okay, I had to unlock that thing. Let's see if that changes anything. Okay, that didn't do anything. That made it worse. Alright, that's good. That's what we want right there, that action, but it doesn't seem to be pulling back the thing. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this off camera, guys. I mean, we completed the quest. It looks cool. It's just, it's not working. And frankly, of the, I don't know, 6 or 7 times I've built this fucking thing, I've never gotten it to work, to be honest. And it's because of the piss poor instructions in the tutorial. Alright, let's rebuild our palisade gate. Alright, come on. We want to connect to our palisade, obviously. Game. Let's put it like that. There we go. Alright. Okay, and we're back in business with the gate, and let's make sure that torch is a little high now. So let's go ahead and redo the torch. Okay. So I made it the third one over and one down from there. So that is how it is. Oop. Automated. Okay. So guys, pressing J, we now have no active quests. So going into the quest line, civil engineering, all complete, all green. Economic engineering, all complete, all green. Military engineering. Oh, here we go. So we have to do siege munitions. Craft 3 small projectiles. I was wondering about that. Okay. So I'll just go up here and craft 3 small projectiles. There it is. So it's a large rock. Pretty easy to make. Okay, and we completed that quest, so that's great. Let me put some of these food items away, especially these modded ones. I'm surprised this holds all these. They've grossly expanded the carrying capacity of these containers. And I'm not unhappy about it. A lot of cabbage seeds there. Okay. Oh, and alright, we have another apple tree ready. I could put that outside the gates. I'll do that off camera. Ooh, flax. Okay, so what we would do, obviously, is we would take a projectile like so, and we would place it in this little bucket. Maybe if I took off the catapult. Maybe if I wound it up before this. It's probably a wacky idea, but let me try that. Nothing. I mean, that's how it wanted me to do it, right? What if I reattach this rope mechanism? Let me, I'm so pissed off about this. Alright, let me try this again here. Alright. So I've redone that. Let's see if that has any effect. Nope. Okay, nope. Alright, let me see if I can undo this rope. Can't even seem to undo the rope. I can lock that thing. Let me see if I grab a rope. Right click to disconnect. Okay, so I disconnected that one. Maybe if I start on a different side, because I think I started with the left click to connect a rope, and there. Okay, so let's see if that does anything. Doesn't seem to be. Let's right click that. Hold right click to disconnect ropes. Okay, let me try starting on this side. Okay. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to do this off camera. But the point is, I now have siege munitions, so I can... Those will go down the hill. That's kind of fun. Okay, and then finally, going back to our quests here, we can go to military engineering. We can go to the advanced gun. This is a mod, obviously. I'll go ahead and start the... We've already completed the tutorial before. You've already completed the tutorial. No, I don't want to start the tutorial again. What the hell? I think that's a bug in the in that quest maker, in their quest, because I think, yeah, it counted it as complete even though I clearly didn't complete it. I'll have to play around with that. Oh, it completes instantly. Okay, cool. Well, I'm done with quests. We've completed every single quest in the game, including the modded ones. So that's what we wanted to do today, and I'm pleased that it's done, despite the pain that we went through to get it done. I know it's dark out, so you can't really see very well. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff off camera. I'm gonna work on that catapult for one thing, and I'm gonna keep working on the road to the keep. Hopefully next episode we can start figuring out our keep up there. We'll keep building our village, obviously. I'm going to work on the mill a little bit, make that a little more functional. Maybe put a railing along here. I'll do some work off camera. Finally, these little fuckers are ready. But then we'll have a good solid episode with... Oop, what happened there? What was that? Did our guy shoot somebody? I think our guy's shooting. Yeah, he just got up. Oh, look at that. He's shooting. What are you shooting? Oh, he's shooting that barbarian. He just can't quite reach him. I don't want to get shot, so I'm going to be careful here. Dude. Come close. Come get shot. Okay, we're close. That guy's gonna run out of ammo before I think this works out. I'm a wee bit concerned that I'll get shot. Okay, oh, yeah, I got him. Get him. Nice. Oh, that was great. So that's how that works. Now granted, I must say that was quite wasteful on ammo. He shot like 5 times when the guy was out of range. So, But I can tell you, and let's take a look at his stuff. Yeah, he used like 9 bolts on that. So we're going to have to make a ton of bolts. Good job, defender. But you can see he was down by those bushes, so our effective range is right about there. I might want to make a little marker to mark where that edge is. But that was cool. I wasn't expecting that demonstration at the end of the episode, but that's a nice little way to end it. But yeah, I'll keep working on it off camera on the grindy stuff, and maybe we'll get to do the archway next time. We'll see. I might try to work on this building, make a roof. I probably want to start thinking about, I almost fell. Start thinking about where I'm going to build the dedicated blacksmith. Maybe the blacksmith can go in this little cubby here. That'd be a pretty cool spot. Not too far from the mine. We'll have to work on that. I love the diversity in the housing, though. I think that's a nice little touch for our village. So, let's see it. Let's check out the apple tree over here. How's that coming along? It's coming along. It's still in its infancy. Hopefully that works out well. Once again, the ropes are eluding us in Medieval Engineers. Maybe I'm going to try one more thing with the catapult. This might be me just being stubborn. But what if and I'm sure some of you are probably thinking this. I only have 4 ropes left, by the way. What if I undid the rope and stuck this thing the other direction? What if I used the non-rope pull? And again, I apologize for not being able to see this very well, but what I want to do is make this arm go down and then put the rope on. I actually, now that I think about that, the physics of that wouldn't seem to work out very well. There we go, that's what I want. So in other words, that doesn't lend itself to more power through torsion because... Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, we don't want you to roll down the hill. No, stop. Okay, nope, okay. Sideways. Okay, well, you know what? I think that was inevitable, to be honest. Okay, that thing might crash and die. Okay, actually it stopped. Good. Yeah, the physics... The torsion needs to be... It needs to be in the forward position, so the torsion from pulling it back has an effect. Let me try one more time here. With the rope. We're running low on ropes, obviously. Yep, nothing. I might look that up online, guys. I'm gonna have to figure that out online or something. Okay. By the way, I'm wondering if my inn down here got destroyed through the ravages of time and decay. I'll check that out off camera. We'll do it next time. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Medieval Engineers.